Yo, what's going on, guys? Hassan here. Today I'm going to be going over NFT projects I have my eye on for the past few days. But before I get started, I just wanted to disclaim that none of this is financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. Everything you do with your own money is the own risk you would take. But before I introduce the projects, I want to be going over what happened with the markets. As you know, there was a new variant that came out from South Africa, and obviously it scared the stock market, leading to the crypto market as well. And we had a nice dip on all layer ones. And in my opinion, we could see a rebound soon. But ETH having a dip leads or shows a bullish signal for the NFT market. So a lot of people are jumping onto the NFT wave, especially with the new play to earn trend and the on chain gameplay that we have going on. So the first project I want to be going over is Swampverse. There is a 9,600 supply with almost half the amount of ownership, which is good to see as well. And the floor is holding at 0.319 very steadily. There was a lot of controversy behind this yesterday due to the fact that there was supposed to be a stealth drop, and there was a Discord role within their Discord called the honorary member, and they were supposed to be given a 10-minute heads up before the stealth drop was announced. But before that even happened, someone came in and botted up everything, all the excess supply that was remaining from the whitelist. So one person basically took all 2,000 NFTs, and everyone had a huge rampage going on. There was a lot of, I guess you could say, drama. Even FaZe Banks addressed it on his Instagram story. If you have time, you could check it out for yourself. But overall, I feel like that this NFT will do well because Gary Vee also bought into it as well. Not Steve Aoki, as you see here, Steve Aoki bought into it as well. Airdrop Genesis, 32 Genesis toads for people who have two or more frogs. So that will be good and incentivize people to maybe buy off floor or buy off OpenSea as well. The second project I want to be going over is the Highrise Creature Club. They are partnered with Superfarm, and obviously, you all know the main person that is behind Superfarm is Elliot Trades. So, in my opinion, this will be a for sure cop. That is also not financial advice, but they are launching on Immutable X. Obviously, that's the layer 2 solution of Ethereum, showing that it has no gas fees, um, no fees at all. And there's not that many projects as well, so I feel like this could dominate on the IMX marketplace. There's a 10,000 supply. The mint starts tomorrow on 10 a.m. Eastern time. So this is for the whitelist. They have a 3-hour time window to mint as many as possible. I think that they are only allowed to mint two. Obviously, third, we have Clone X from RTFKT Studios. This is by far the most hyped launch that we have on or for November. And as you see here, that this is the vial for all the pre-sales, and the floor on this is 3.7. That's pretty hefty. Tomorrow they are going to start their Dutch auction for the public release, and it is going to start at 3 ETH, and it's going to be 3 p.m. Eastern. I personally think that it will sell out within 1.5 to 1 ETH. At that price point, it will sell out because there is a 11,300 supply for whitelist and 8,600 roughly for public. So I personally see that it will fly off once it hits that 1 ETH price point because that's an easy 3x, as you see here. High volume, floor is steady. The ownership matches the items. So this project, like I said before, it's not financial advice, but this project will do well as well. The next project I'm going to be going over is the Kong game. Like I said in my previous video, the play to earn concept, the on-chain gaming, is taking over the NFT marketplace. And Kong game is soon to be, I'd say, the number one leading within that trend due to the fact because that they have a very strong community. The artwork is impeccable compared to any other that I've seen personally. And yesterday they got hacked in their Discord, but the community was creating threads every time the hackers were trying to make an announcement saying, "Do not mint, this is hackers," blah, 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 all that. So they had to keep deleting the threads, and that were not able to have enough time to make announcements to say mint is live. So that goes to show that the community is very well knit and tight, and they will not allow something like that to happen and someone to get scammed as well. So that for me is a very bullish flag for this community or for this project. And another thing that they mentioned, they made an announcement today that they will prolong or postpone their release day due to the fact that the art they created is 64 by 64, and they estimated that they'd only spend 8 ETH. But the fact that it was over 30 ETH to deploy all their contracts is too costly for them. So they have to minimize their artwork. And I asked in the general chat about everyone's sentiment about it. Everyone's like, they could take their time. There's no worries. We're all here for the community. So that's also another thing. Like I said, this community is very, very strong. And I personally think that this project will do well. The next project I'm going to be going over is ZenApe. As you see here, the entire moderator team is docs, so you can see all their faces. That's a green flag to see with any project. The total supply is 5,000. The mint price point is 0.07 ETH. Low supplies in this current NFT market is a green flag due to the fact that because not a lot of projects will be able to sell out. The mint day will be on December 2nd for the public mint, while the whitelist mint begins on December 1st. A lot of prominent people are behind this. As you see here, you can see who our whitelist spots given to. You have Anonymice, Neo Tokyo, and 300 spots were given to CyberKongs. I spoke with a couple of CyberKongs I knew, and they told me that CyberKongs are behind this. They're pushing this very heavily, and they also like the project as well. As you see here, the artwork is very simple. It's your normal profile picture artwork, and honestly, I think that there's only a couple of profile pic artworks slash NFTs that will do well within this market. The next two projects I want to be going over are Bears Game. As you see here, they already launched and they've been doing fairly well. The floor on the Fisherman is 0.18 ETH, and the floor for the Bears is roughly 0.7 ETH. As you see here, the floor is very thin, so it with a lot of volume, it could easily go a lot higher. In my opinion, I think that this has been the first derivative that has came out recently, and it's been doing very, very well due to the fact that with all the FOMO that has been going on with the Wolf game, and this is the second launch that happened immediately after the Wolf game hype. I feel like this will be able to sustain itself and do well. I don't know how long it'll last, but I haven't done too much research on it as well. But from while seeing the OpenSea, I feel like that this could hold its leg up. The second project is Whales Game. They had their mint today as well for all whitelist members, and they've been doing fairly well on OpenSea. I heard from people I talked to that in the Discord they've been going bonkers due to the fact that a lot of people messed up their contract and were not able to get whitelist, so they're complaining to the devs. I don't know what happened. I didn't get to look at it, but as you see here, the floor on the characters are roughly 0.16. It's very thin as well. And for the whale, the floor is roughly 0.8. It's very thin as well. This could get swooped up easily with a lot of volume. But these two are on-chain games, and I personally feel like they will hold their own. But once other games will come out, like I mentioned previously, I think that those games could dominate these with a better community, better implementation with the NFTs, better mechanics for the game, better game theory. But we will also see what will happen. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoy the video and have a wonderful day.